Hello Year 11 and welcome back to part 3 of this exam paper that we've been looking at. Today we're going to have a little look at the break-even part of the exam and trying to get some understanding of what fixed costs and variable costs are. Now we've got our business called All Things Sheepish. They're making woolen, or they're selling different types of wool. And it's got some information in the text which I would highlight, which are fixed costs, your variable cost, and your selling price of £10. As we go on to question A, I would expect you to find something about fixed costs and variable costs. Remember, fixed costs are things that don't change with the number of things you sell, and the variable costs are something that changes with the amount of items that you sell. So therefore, if we have a little look at the first one, we have rent for the shop. So we own that shop, or we have that shop, or we've certainly fixed into some kind of contract. So therefore, it comes in to our fixed cost. We also have our business rates. And again, these are things that are set for us. Okay, it doesn't matter how many products we sell, we still have to pay the same amount of figure. Now we look at the different products. So we've got a product of wool, replacement stock of wool. So that obviously varies. If we sell more, then we need to get more wool in. If we don't sell as much, then we have a big backlog, and therefore that is bad for our business. Okay, so I'm going to put here stock of wool. Oh. Our third bit is our wages for the temporary worker, and they are temporary, so therefore it goes into variable costs. If this is something about a salary, then that would be a fixed cost. We go on to our gas to heat the shop, and again, if nobody's there, then we don't need to open, so therefore we put it into our variable shop. Variable cost, sorry. And therefore our final one is the insurance for the shop. Now don't always assume that it's going to be equal, it's going to be balanced, because sometimes you can have 4 variable costs and 2 fixed costs, or vice versa, or a different range of things. However, in this case, okay, our insurance never changes within a 12-month period, so therefore we put it within the fixed rates column. A very easy 6 marks on that. You just need to make sure that you have a good understanding of fixed and variable costs. Now on question B, we actually start to look at our break-even table. And we're looking at some costs and revenue. Now to get our total revenue, we need to get our selling price, and we need to times it by the number of items we sell. So if we go back to our initial bit with our All Things Sheepish scenario, we have our selling price at £10 per sale. So therefore for this bit, this first total revenue question, we do 10 times 0, which is of course 0. We then look at our total costs, okay, and this is just adding together our fixed and our variable costs. So for this example, we have a total of £1,550. And to get our third mark on the table, we are looking at our variable costs. So again, we're going to need some information from the bit of text to start with. And we've got our variable costs at £4.50 per sale. And if we do £4.50 times 400, it should come up with a total of £1,800. Again, a very simple 3 marks that I expect you all to be achieving. From this, we actually come a break-even point and a calculation that you're going to need to carry out. Now, the formula is given to you, so again, it's a very straightforward question. So we look at our fixed costs, they're the ones that don't change. So in this case, we have £1,100. If you want to refer back to the bit of text at the start, it gives you that information as highlighted. We then need to look at our selling price per unit. And as we've already discussed, that we know that is £10 per unit. And then we need to work out our variable costs. And we know our variable costs are £4.50. And we do £10 minus £4.50, and then we use the equation to calculate that you should come up with 200, and always remember to put whatever units you are discussing. So in this one, it's customers. Now you need to state whether there's a profit or loss if a certain amount of products have been sold. Now this will always refer back to this table here. Okay, so we're looking at 300. So if I go on to here, and I can clearly see that I've sold 300 products, and I know then that I need to work out my profit and loss. So I'm going to use my total revenue, and I'm going to take away my total costs. So therefore, I am now calculating 3,000, take away 2,450, which will give me £550, and it's a profit. Okay, again, with this bit, always remember to write profit or loss depending on the situation. So it's as easy as that. Okay, this question provides a very easy 14 marks, something that you should all be getting. Thank you for listening.